Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a picture in Fairy Celebrations by Markova, and I picked this picture here. You'll notice a little picture over here. I was doing a color test with the Coloursoft pencils, and I thought I'd try to see how they actually work in this book. And I picked out a selection of greens that we're going to do this picture over here. And I've already done, started one leaf. But I thought I would go ahead and show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to get the camera down a little closer. It was kind of a request from one of my subscribers to do a picture in this book using these pencils. So I thought I would go ahead and try. So we have a selection of greens here. Let's try to get them in the color I was using them as. And I think it goes that way. Okay. Now, the lightest color is cream, and that is C010. I assume the C stands for Coloursoft. Then we use pale mint, which is 490. Mid green is our darkest color, 400, and then we have a gray green, which is kind of a little lighter than this one. So kind of what I did was went in with the mid green here and added it in the darkest area, which is our kind of shadowy deepness in here, and just kind of pulled it out a little bit. We're going to have to work around this little flower. I'm just using a light touch on these. These are what we call layering pencils instead of blending. So we're going to be doing a little bit of layering here. I'm just kind of going where the shadow would fall from the artist's drawing here with the little dots. Now, if you notice that the pencil has got like a soft edge here, and then it's got a point, and I'm going to take that point and kind of just go in where I want it a little darker and pull it out a little more. Okay, then we're going to go in with our gray green here. Just go over the color we just put down. Okay, then we're going to take the cream and we're going to go in this area here and just kind of get a little soft highlight. I want to go over all the color area that we've already been over, minus the flower, because I'm going to do the flower in a different color. Now I put some of this in here too, but I didn't finish this little leaf, so I'm going to add a little bit more in there. Okay, then we take in the pale mint and just bring that up a little higher into the cream. And up that seam there, I guess you can call it. I'm going to go back in with the mid green. And again, we're just going to go lightly over all this. And like I said, it's just a light touch over all this coloring. There's no real pushing down hard or anything. Okay, then we'll go back in with the gray green. There we go. Okay, basically that's how I'm going to run down these flowers. I am going to make it a little darker in the crease here, so I'm going to bring in black, and we're just going to get it in that little tight corner there. Little just in where it's supposed to have the darkest shadow. And then go back over that with the mid green. Get the sharpest part of the pencil there. Just run over that black line. Want it to look like it's a green line. I don't want to color too much on there. But I want enough color on it. So basically, that's how these leaves are going to be done. All of them. I might darken up the center, I'm not sure. I have to do about 4 more of these leaves to figure out how dark I want them in the center. But this is just a lot of light layers going down on these in the same kind of pattern. With the same colors. Okay, and then we'll go in with the gray green. I'm going to go ahead with the cream and put that down in the center here. Go in with the mint. And then in with the, which one am I not using? Okay, the dark one, we'll go in with the dark one. A little darker up here and get that line. A little darker down here at the tip. Then we'll take the black and darken up here. I'm going to darken this one up a little bit more here. Okay, and I think I'll try one of these little guys that's hanging out here. So I'll just darken it on this side and leave it lighter up on the top. The cream going in. The gray-green. And then the mint green. A little of the black. And I'm going to take the eraser if I can find it. Clean it off. And I want to lighten this up here just a little bit. I found with these pencils, something that I really enjoyed doing over on the mushrooms, is if I got the color too dark, you can erase it and you have this nice light color that has kind of a blend of all those colors in it. So if you wanted to highlight an area, just give it a quick little erase and you can highlight it pretty nicely with leaving a little bit of color still in it. And then if you like, you can just go back over it with the same color, a little lighter or a little darker, depending on how you wanted to use that. And I found that very helpful in the mushrooms on the other page. Okay, we're going to do this one. Get a few of these. And there's one more back here. I'm going to keep playing with these until I get the darkness I want and the lightness on the other ones. So I'll put the yellow in here first, or the cream, I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to go back in with the gray-green. Hopefully you can see all these. I didn't even move the book. I'm so sorry if you were not seeing any of that. The mint green, or pale mint, I'm sorry. So how are you all doing? Hope you're all well. We are going to be a bit busy tomorrow, so if I have to, I mean I'm going to be doing part 2. It probably won't be up real quick. In the morning I'm having an air conditioner put in, so that's going to take a while. The power will be out, so I won't be doing much. Okay, we'll bring the black in. Okay, we're getting there. This takes a little longer when you're doing lots of layers. I'm going to go back in now with the mid-green. Just kind of go over where I put the black down and blend that green in with that. Okay, I think I'll get a blender here. If I can find one on my desk. One would think it would be easier to find because I had it out yesterday. And yeah, I cleaned my desk up, but move the pencils out of the way. Maybe I'll find it. Here we go. Just going to use a little bit of the Caran d'Ache blender. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. It comes in a long stick like this, and this is just a broken off piece that I've kind of sharpened. And we're just going to just very gently go over that. Barely any pressure on this. And there we go. So I'll end up doing the rest of these leaves off camera the exact same way, playing around with the colors till I get them the way I want. Just gonna go over in case there's any little edges here that need to be touched up here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish off the other little leaves on the roof, and I will be right back. Well, we're back with all the green done, and I decided I wanted to add a little kind of a browner tone to how bright they are to me, because I'm going to be doing the rest of the, like the wood in dark brown, and I just thought this might just be a teeny bit too green. I know that may not make sense to anybody but me. So I'm going to add in these colors, and since I can layer, I'm going to layer. Brown Earth 630, sorry, I transpose numbers if anybody doesn't know that by now. Lincoln Green 480, Yellow Green 450, and Ochre 590. So we're just going to take the Brown Earth here, and we're going to just kind of run it down here on the bottom of the leaf and kind of bring it up into this area here, and we'll go up here where we did the black and put a little of that up here also. Okay, then we'll go in with the Lincoln Green. Bring in the ochre. And then the yellow green. I'm going to put a little of that up here. And that just kind of gives us a different color on that particular too green for me look. Kind of gives it an olive green, I guess, which is my partial. If you don't like olive green, by all means, just keep it with those colors and you'll have a nice bright green roof. So again, this is the brown earth that I'm putting in the darkest area here. I'll do this one side of the roof. And then you can see the difference between the two sides. Go in with the, we'll go in with the yellow green here. Lincoln green. A little erasing up there. Kind of went out of lines. So the only other color I didn't put in there was the ochre, and we'll just go around and add it here and there. Okay, now it's up to you which side you prefer. I have to get down a little closer and kind of blend this a little better, but this is kind of rough blending. I don't think I'd put on too many more coats over here just because I don't know. I don't know how many coats you can put on this stuff. But to me, I like this side better. This side is just a little too bright. It's not going to go with the woodsy look I'm going after. So I'm going to go ahead and darken this side also, and then we will start working on some of the wood. I think I'm just going to get the little house portion done here. So yeah, I'll turn off the camera, finish this side up, and then we will do the house part. See you in a bit. Nice and dark again. We're going to add a little bit of Prisma White in here, just because I like the way the white will highlight some areas here, and I prefer the Prisma White over any other white. I mean, I have heard that the Luminance White is really nice, but those are really expensive, and since I got a box of 12 of the Prisma ones, I'm just going to use them. So I'm going to highlight some of these areas a little bit with the white here. So if anything didn't blend well or nicely too, you can use this to blend it up a little bit. Okay, this side here. And maybe right up in there. Just where I may have gotten it a tiny bit too dark in there. I wanted to find those areas out a little bit better. Just softens it up a little bit. There we go. I know, an awful lot of work just for the top of a house, but it'll look cool when it's done. All right, now the house itself. I have to do that before I do the wood. And I was thinking of kind of a beige, muddy kind of look. So I'm going to go with the cream and some like browns. Oh, like light sand or something. Let's see what we got here. Pale peach, light sand. We're going to see what these look like. So we're going to start on this side and kind of pull it in a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to like that more than I'm going to like the cream. So we'll just go around these areas. Kind of dark where the darkest areas are, and then just blend it out softly to the center. Right up to those leaves. Okay, we'll get all of it done that way. And I think that's probably a mushroom stem. I'm going to make it a mushroom stem because I don't know what it is. Okay, we're just going to darken the edges here a bit. Of those areas, and then I'm going to bring in a brown. I want it kind of a lighter brown, so we're going to take the ochre that we used up here, and we're just going to go around the side here a little bit and pull that in. We're going to put a little shadow underneath these leaves too. And you remember this color is already in the leaves, so if you go over the leaf, it's all right. That's another reason why I wanted to put that in there. And it'll probably be in the wood too, so if you go over the wood like I just did there, it's no big deal. They're all going to be about the same color. Okay, blend it down, blend it up, blend it together. Okay, I want it to get just a bit darker, so we are going to go in for a I'm going for a little green here. Let's see if we can pull a little of that in there. This is the Lincoln green here. We're just going to go very lightly on the edge here. Okay. Still a little orangey to me, but let's try, how about the gray-green here? Add a little of that in there. Okay. And now we have some browns that we used up here. We're going to use those too in the woodwork here. So this is the brown earth, and we're going to bring that in here. Just add it where it's the darkest, pull down some color into it. I'm going to go over this with a few colors of brown too, so bring in some of that ochre. And I guess the windowsills have got little wood pieces too, so we got to get them all at the same time, so we get the same colors in them all. Okay, no other chunks of wood other than the, might as well get the broomstick too. Get it all taken care of at one time. Okay. These are branches, but they can be done in a different color. So we'll bring in the ochre, and we'll just add it here and there and here. Okay, did we have another brown out here? Or do I need to grab a couple more? Let's see, what do we got? We have a brown black. So we'll see how that works around these edges. Sorry about that. I got a phone call in the middle of doing this, so we were going around with the brown black. Just kind of going around the darkest areas. I shouldn't say darky. Dark-ish. Darker. Kind of getting it wood grainy. This is my thing is I like to put on about 5 different colors of brown and try to get it to look a little more woodsy. We're going to go in with a mid-brown. Not exactly sure about all these colors and what color they are, but we're going to add some of that in. Just kind of wiggly, squiggly lines. Makes a really good wood grain. Okay. Go very lightly over it. You could do this the opposite way and put a base coat down first of a light color and then go over it with squiggly lines if you wanted. Okay, this is just brown. I'm going to erase the doorknob because I've got lines all over it. And I want a lighter color in here too, so we're going to have to go back and get a light color, which is our ochre here. I didn't get any down in here. So I'm going with the side of the pencil here and gently rubbing it over to get that look. So I'll do that up here too. Okay, then we will put in a little bit of light sand and kind of go over it again. Okay, then we want a reddish color. So we have dark terracotta. Then I'm going to just stick some of that in there too. then we'll have a tiny bit of, let's see, what are you? Pimento. Ooh, that's bright. So we'll throw that in here every now and then. Okay, then just a brown over the whole thing again. So just regular old brown. Make sure you don't have any white page showing through. Run it over the oranges and the reds. Kind of darkens them up, but keeps them as a highlight. A little shadow under this doorknob. A little shadow underneath these pieces of wood. And under the door frame. Okay, eraser for doorknob. Because we're going to want to make that a different color. We could probably make that the same color that we made the house. So I'll go in with the ochre here. And then the sand, just to lighten that up a little bit. Again, just running that over the wood to catch any places that I didn't get. And if there's any places that you want to highlight, say this arch here, just run your eraser down and give the wood a little more texture. And there we go. I think I'll do a little here too. There we go. Okay, we have the house almost completed, and let's see the windows and stuff. I think I'll do that in the next video. So I think that is it for right now. I'm going to try to shade this a little better up here. You can definitely go over the wood if you want to now because it's already colored. The color I'm using here is just the light sand. I want to blend that in. It looked a little scratchy. So just do it lightly. In all the areas that you think are scratchy, it's hard for me to tell unless I get my nose right down into it, so So anyway, there we go. I will clean it up a little bit just by making sure we're not too scratchy in there. But I like how the door turned out. The only thing I would do to it is darken the base here. So I'm just pulling up some of that. This is the dark brown. Oh, brown black, sorry. There we go. So now it'll blend into those rocks a little bit better. All right, so that's it for this video, and I will see you in part 2, and we will, well, we'll work on something else. Probably the little rocks down here and the windows. Maybe a mushroom or two. Okay, guys, I hope you had a fun time. It's the first time I've really taken these pencils out and totally colored a picture with them, so it's a little different from what I've done in this book already, but I'm kind of liking these colors. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in part 2. Take care, everyone. Bye now.